Good morning. It's foggy California. Yay, yay, yay. We're so excited. Yay, yay, yay. Happy dance, happy dance. So I'm going to share my 2020 birding journal. And Johnny at Junk Journal Shop, the Junk Journal Shop, or just Junk Journal Shop, I will link her below. Every year, well, this coming year will be the third year I've bought a birding journal. And actually, Johnny was the one that kind of really helped me through beginning of junk journaling. So I just love her. And what happened was I belonged to a site, and a pretty beautiful cardinal journal came up that was a, monthly. I thought, I'm going to use that for my birding. That was a couple of years ago. And so, 2019. And so, and I loved it. And I did a video on that somewhere down. It's one of my first videos I ever did. And so I'm going to share this journal, show you how I use it. And Johnny, if you watch, that's fine. If not, hopefully I'll remember what I say so I can tell you some of the thoughts I have about next year's journal. So this was the journal for 2020. Isn't it gorgeous? And it's just super gorgeous. And what it is I do a monthly. So what she did this year was we didn't know, which is pretty awesome, that there was a bird of the month, just like there's flowers of the month. So that's what she did on the pages here. I see, Johnny, see how it's a little bit alligator mouth because I put so many pictures and things in it. So I would kind of like the next one to either have a bigger spine or less pages. So I told you less pages and with pockets. So we'll see what you think about that. But I mean, it's fine. It has an alligator mouth, but I'd like it if it wasn't quite so bad. So there you go. Okay, so for January, it was an owl. This is one of my dreams to see a snowy owl. I don't know. They're far away. They're in Alaska and places. However, I still say I saw one up in the Sierra Nevada mountains when we lived up there. It was, I think, 7,000 feet. I could have sworn it was sitting on a post, and it was huge, and it was all white. And I think that's what I saw, but I don't know if I can claim that in my life bird list. I'm such a stupid birder, right? I know. Okay, so I have some notes here. What I did was I wrote down in the center of each signature, I did a species spotlight just to kind of enlighten myself and to try and stretch myself artistically and journaling wise. And so, on this side, I put down all the different species spotlights I did. And on this side, these are some goals of birds I really want to see that I don't know if I ever will. So, but that's what that is. I usually put this, I'm going to have to make a new one up because this one has that on the other side. So I'll have to write a different one. So let's go. So what I do is I just write things. That's why I think I can get by, because I have some pages that are blank, Johnny. I think I can get by with what I say 3 instead of 4 actual pages. So what I do is I write down stuff that I see that's interesting. Like this one, we noticed one of these. I think it's a downy. Is it a downy or a nut-tails woodpecker? I'd have to nut-tails woodpecker. So, and I put pictures on, and I just write observations so I know what happens in the year. And then sometime I just collaged a bit of a napkin here, just, make it interesting. So in the middle here, see, so that's what I mean, Johnny. If you put some of that ledger paper that has the typing on it in the middle, it'll be perfect for me to do some little collaging and stuff on top of it. So that's why I said that. But so this is my backyard. Yeah, don't laugh at that too much. But the fence is a silver. I couldn't quite, I'm just starting doing some things. So this was just a magic marker, one of those markers that are metallic-y. It's probably too bright. But this is my backyard. It has these cute little lights hanging there, and now, it doesn't have these great flowers, but I pretended it did. It does have this, and it does have this on the side, and this tree that's all bare, and I kind of mess my way through trying to do it. It's my view I put up here. Okay, so over here. This time of year, we have these hawks. I love them. So I put a picture of him. He's a Cooper's hawk. I put a little poem here about hawks. Over here, I did a robin. So look how cute, because we have a lot of robins here this time of year. Robin's nest. This picture I took a couple of years ago, though, in Kentucky, but I added here because I was talking about, this was my first species spotlight. I didn't do it in the middle, and I did the robin. That's why. And I put this, that's their nest. My husband climbed up on a ladder to get a picture from going down, you know, down. So that's in Kentucky, though. All right. Then I write all the birds I saw, my visiting birds that I noticed in January, and there were 20 species. That's pretty cool. So now we started doing some bird-friendly steps in our yard. We started putting piles of wood around, and I think this is before we decided to turn the pool into a pond. This striping is on windows. If anybody wants to know, get a white paint pen and draw stripes on your windows, and the birds won't fly and hit it all the time. So, and we let weeds grow. I know we're terrible, but we're trying to make it look like a preserve. It's probably the definition of crazy. February, it looks like it's some kind of parrot. Now there are parrots in California that were released years ago, but you have to go to San Francisco or Orange County to see them. There's none here. Okay, so writing, all the fun writing. So when I say, Johnny, I need writing paper, I need paper that I can write on. I don't care if there's stuff, you know, like this has stuff printed on it. I don't care about any of that. I just need to be able to write, and I need some more. These texts are okay, but I kind of like the ones that go this way on a page so that I can put something in that way. Okay, so see, I have an extra pages here. That's why I think we can cut down with one page. It would help with the bulk. So this one, I just did some artwork on here, just napkin collaging, and then let's see. Oh, we went to the Pixie Wildlife Preserve, and so I wrote down what I saw there, some pictures here. These guys were so funny. They went across all in a big group, did something, and then came back across all in a big group. It was crazy. And then I just put this. This was on one of Johnny's things she gave me, so I'm just putting it. I just put it on here like that. Okay. Another quote, birding quote. So over here, I put, well, let's see. I must have spotlighted the junco right here. Yeah, I did. The dark-eyed junco right here, because they come. They're one of my favorite birds, little black head with little pink beaks. They're just so cute. So that, I put the species spotlight here. And at some point I decided to do the species spotlight in the middle. Johnny put this pocket on. I love this, so cute. And this month, February, I only spotted 16. There was a seagull flyover. That means at the coast there was a storm apparently, because they were here. Okay, so this looks like robins for March. Must be the bird must be robin. So then I love these pages, Johnny, especially these, but I think they're probably almost, you probably have they're all gone. I love those. Yellow rumped warbler. Isn't he cute? And his rump here has so much yellow when he flies, you can see it. There's tons of them around now, flocks around. So cool, right? And a friend sent me this picture of a nesting dove from her window, and so I just put it on here as a flip, just because, you know, I love it when friends send me pictures. Not necessarily my yard, but this is from a gal in Fresno, I think, unless it is from the girl in Hanford. Hanford or Fresno, it's still in my area. So over here, look at this. Oh, this guy came to my stand. Look, he's a, okay, there's about this bird, there is controversy. Some people call him a nutmeg mantikin or something, and other people call it something else. I forget. It's probably written in here. I choose to call it the better word. But look, he was right here. He was right here he came on my feeder, right in my yard. Now, there are flocks of these, even though people buy them in the store and they could have been an escapee. There are flocks of these that come around here. So like right here, I put this map on because everybody said it was an escapee, which it could be, but they are in our area. See a little green right here? Probably can't see it. There's a little green right here. So, so I was really jazzed about that. I'd never seen that bird. nutmeg mannequin. That's what I call him, but somebody else calls him a scaly-breasted munia. I don't like that. I call him the nutmeg mannequin. Don't you think that sounds nicer, like food or something? So he came. This was just more art I did. This was a really old, it was falling apart cover of a what you call it, probably from the early, late 1800s music paper thing, you know, had pictures on it and was all falling apart. So I just cut out the birdies and put them on here because I wanted to save them. Oh, 1923 it was. There you go. And I'm so excited. I've been looking for this guy all year now, and maybe it doesn't come until March, but this is a golden crown sparrow. Sometimes they hang out with the white crown sparrows, which we have tons of those. I'm sure you want to hear all this, but I'm just doing it mostly for Johnny, so that then I can tell you to go subscribe to her because she's trying to get to 2,000. Yay! Okay, so here's that looks like a cattle egret going by. So now this month I had 21, which is pretty cool. And I did a species spotlight on the Lincoln Sparrow. And he comes around this time of year too. He's so cute. Gets like a little cresty thing. You know, they look sort of like other sparrows, but look, here's my guy. I write about him, stuff about him. So they come around here. It looks like they come around here in the winter, and otherwise they're up north more. Okay, there we go. See, being educated here. That's another one of Johnny's. See, I love pockets like this, Johnny, because I can put things in there. The reason I'm not really crazy about these pockets, it seems like they always fall out, and it's hard to keep it that way. So, you know, I like the other ones. So this is, you know, it's fine if you make these pockets. I'm not, you know me, I'm just telling you what I think. So this guy came to our yard, April. Oh, I love him. And then this guy, and I think this guy was an orange crown warbler, I think. And then this is a black-headed grosbeak. So that's fun. Oh, and I always love these little goldfinches. They're just not always there. Bummer, but I love them. They're so cute. And these are mallards that fly by. They hang around here, not my yard, but they hang around. So I started doing it in the middle now. This is a black phoebe, and I started with putting this kind of stuff about them all around. And there's a little picture of him. I stole this somewhere from online, from probably Birding, California. But I just thought it was so beautiful. He's on the seed pod, so perfect. I'm just using it in my journal. I'm not selling it or nothing. I don't see nothing wrong. So I did a little bit of art here. Had a poem about birds, something, song of birds. And then because we turned our pool into a pond, we started having this guy come around, and look, he's eating one of my fish. So we turned our pool into a pond around this time last year, and it's turned out perfect. I love it. We have minnows, we have guppies, we have goldfish, we have koi. Seems like guppies, goldfish, koi. Oh, and minnows and little mosquito fish. So cute. It's just teeming. And this month we saw April because of this guy. The pond, I thought, really brings up the game. He's so big. You can't believe at one point he came with his neck all extended and walked towards our window, our sliding glass window. And I think he probably saw his reflection because we have reflectable stuff on there. And probably thought it was some other bird like him. But he's huge. I mean, he was huge. So there's a little card. I happen to have a card on him. So I put him right in here, the green heron. It was one of my dreams to see that bird. And this. Thank you, Johnny. I still love these. Put more of these. Put him in there. I love him each year because he's one of my favorite birds I want to see. It's the American Woodcock. And if you don't know how cute he is, I might have to link a video down below where you can see him dancing along. It's so great. Okay, May. I collaged on here just a little bag, and I put a picture of this guy in there. Isn't it cute? I turned it into a painting-looking thing. And I forget what he is. I have to look it up, and I don't want to. I don't want to right now. Okay, so like this. I love this picture I took. It's just a shadow of another one flying in, but it just looked cool to me, so I put that on there. This is a great egret flying by. I turned it into like an artwork looking. Crows having an intimate moment, but with some other crow watching. That seems weird. It's not a TV show, crows. Okay, so here I did the mockingbird, the northern mockingbird, and they are around all the time now. It used to be they'd just be in the palm tree, but now they found the mealworms I leave out. And so they are around all the time on my patio, and I just love that. This was some of the leftover Nick the Booksmith paper I got when, I think last year from one of her sales. Like, here's a little mockingbird right here on our fence. Isn't it so cute? Okay. And this is a flyby of white-faced ibis flying by. So I put that down there. Super cute. Okay, so the black-headed grosbeak was back, but this is, I think, a female. Looks a little bit not so bright and pretty. And this month, 20 visitors. When I say visit, I mean species. Oh, he's one of my favorites. This is a black phoebe, and he's so cute. He's around this time of year a lot. He's fishing out of the pool a lot, but most of the time it's this time of year, not so much of the summer, but occasionally in the summer. I don't know where he goes. My yard's the best. Oh, look, here's one of the cards I got from you, Johnny, the green heron. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They walk around like they're, look, here's my picture of him. He came up to the window. See? He walks, they walk, like here he is crouching, going to fish at my pond. And here's a flyby of him. Isn't that beautiful with the reflections? So cute. I was so excited to see that guy. I've always wanted to see him. But then after a while, he came so much, I thought, okay, now I don't want you eating all my fish. So maybe I'm done seeing you. Oh, I'm crazy. I know. So this one I did the Anna Hummingbird. He's around all the time, and I put this on just because it's so pretty. And so I wrote a little thing about the Anna's hummingbirds, and that's all that's here right now. Other parts of the year I have there's other hummingbirds that come. In fact, this year I was so excited because I actually identified them, so I was very excited about that. Yes. I love this picture. I took a picture. It was a strawberry moon on, my hair's in everything, on June 5th, and as a scrub jay. I feel like it's a scrub jay highlighted by this strawberry moon. I don't know, guys. I'm insane. This is a mourning dove feather, so I decided to put it in here like this as a pretty, and I was able to stitch. No, I think I must have stitched. Yeah, no, I stitched it together and then glued it down. So 18 species this month. July, look at the hawk. So here he is again. I put him on here in this pocket. And in here I got a crow feather. Look at this. It's hard to see, but there's some navy blue in there, maybe a little bit of green. Super cool. He's in here. He was in my yard. I have crows in my yard. I don't mind it. And if they get bothersome, then I shoo them away, but they're not too bothersome now. Now see, I started to get better now. See, I did all this weird journaling every which way. This is for the European Starling, that we have tons of them here. And here's a picture of one at my what do you call this? I want to say waterfall thingy, faux rock thingy, waterfall. So yeah, I got better. I'm getting better at the collaging situation here. Oh, my grandson gave me this feather that he found. He goes, oh, Coco, I found a feather for you. And so I put it here, and it's the, I have an app that tells me these things. It's a Guinea Fowl. So that's obviously not a local bird, but it must either escaped or it's someone's, I guess they use them. I read somewhere they use them for, like alarm birds. I don't know. But this month, look. This is, you're getting into the summer. It's the dregs, 13. I think that's better than most summers. It was only 14. So this was so exciting because Gina caught a picture of this guy. And I was so excited because they are the, what are they called? I'll tell you in a minute what they're called. Look at that. Beautiful. Mockingbirds. Here's 2 mockingbirds right here coming down for the mealworms. Now the mealworms are eaten now by the... Oh, no, it's a mockingbird and a jay. I said harmony there because they're eating together. I don't know what this bird was doing laying like this on the ground. It was weird. So I took a picture of it and wrote about it. So this one I did look, so I did a little bit more mixed media stuff about this is just the house sparrow. But I had a napkin that had the house sparrow, so I decoupaged that. I did some mixed media here. I have this cute little cigarette card that I want to save, and I have this little piece from a pad of Stamperia. I wanted to save that because it's the same birds, and so then I wrote on the other side of it. So, and then I'm using this little, one of my bobbly things. And then over here, we had 16 this month. And I forgot, I must have that bird on somewhere. Now, I found the little hummingbird feather in the yard. Look at this little, of course, I put it in a grunged up thing, so it might be hard to see, but let's see if I can see. Right there, look at that guy. Little teeny flight feather or something from a hummingbird. So I was really jazzed about that. Put it in here. Could have went over with the hummingbird story, but it's right there instead, because that's when I found it, I suppose. That's what I was thinking. So now this happened. Now this is a boy, because I used to have budgies and I know what they look like, and they have a colored this thing called a Siri or something right here, and his was blue. So, and the females have a tan color. So this is a male, and this must be a female because she was very taken with him. I mean, just flew with him everywhere. And this guy's obviously an escapee, and I don't know. I didn't really see him again after that day. He's too bright. He probably got picked off. Now, this one I did the California Condor. This is one of my birds I would really like to see. They were on the verge of extinction a while back, and they started to repopulate them into the wild. And I watched a movie about them. It's hard. They have to be supplemented their food because they hunt by sight, and the turkey vultures hunt by smell. So if it's like they were introduced over the coast for one thing, like, well, Big Sur. And so they weren't getting to the food because if it was overcast or that coastal weather, they couldn't see it, whereas the other guys could smell it. So they had to supplement. But I got this page. I thought, oh, yeah, I'm keeping this. I'm going to do a thing about the California Condor. So that's what's in here, the California Condor. And Johnny, this is Johnny's little, what are the jelly plate cards she does, and so I just love that. It's in here. All right. So I hope to see him one day. This month we saw 16. Let's see what the name of that guy is, because I have a better picture of him, because I said something about them on oh, maybe it's 17. Maybe I forgot to write him down. Anyway, it said something about it on a birding site called Birding California, and they said, well, put up this certain feeder, and they would drink out of that. They just fly through this bird. I'll get it this time, I think, because they came through. Look at this. So this one I did the red-tailed hawk, because I had this card. Remember, Johnny, I got these cards from you. So he's a little special thing right there. And then this flips up with the information, because I love this paper, this Florentine paper, so I wanted to save that. So this flips up and it has the information about the red-tailed hawk that I want to write on there. So, you know, look, I love this picture. I don't know if I sent it to you, Johnny, but it's a cute little baby chick with it has a seat. I stole this off of the internet too, off of Birding California, I think. But he has a little teeny seat attached to him. Isn't that the cutest thing? And then let's see if we got, oh, I don't got his name on here. What is the name of that thing? I'll find it. I know I put something. This is a mockingbird feather. Just stuck right here like that. Okay, so here we have, this is this was so excited. This is November, just recently. This is a red-shouldered hawk. We never have, these are way too big to be in the, you know, they're out in the country or the more rural areas. We're still rural, but they never come because they can't really hunt in our area. He probably was just resting, but I caught him up there, red-shouldered hawk. I was so excited. They're much bigger than the Cooper's hawk, but he wasn't hunting. He was just resting. And then we had robins come and visit my husband made this cute little bubbly thingy, and we put all kinds of wood around it, and they came and drank out of there. And then we have, this is the lesser goldfinch came back over here. What do we got here? So, This was so great. So my grandson, who is about 10 years old, when I went over there for Thanksgiving, he showed me he has a camera he's been taking pictures of birds with. And these are some of the pictures he took. I was so excited. So I put them in my book because he couldn't wait to share. It's like he's sharing my ambition and my excitement. So that's so cool. So he got a, Western bluebird. He has lots of them at his house. All across his roof, he had like a whole group of Western bluebirds. A yellow-rumped warbler, rock dove. I tried to call it, instead of a pigeon, a rock dove because it sounds more snooty, like so more cool. Scrub jay, northern flicker. He didn't know he got that. It's one of my favorite birds. He got a gull carrying something. That was a great shot, and a great egret. Look at these shots, aren't half bad, are they? Dark-eyed Junco. So I just put them here, talked about it, and put it here in my book, and with one of my fun little baubles, because I like this one here with the green on it. Okay. So that was sweet. Oh, and I did my species spotlight on the killdeer, and I love them. One year, this was a few years ago, though, we found, we go to this farm, it's called the Genesis Farm, and it's the people go to our church who run it, but it's a pesticide-free type farm where you can go and get whatever they have seasonal that grows. And so, but they had out in their area, they had a killdeer had placed its eggs, and it was so hard to see. We stood there for a while and goes, it's right here. Can you see it? We couldn't see it, and we were right on top of it. I mean, it looked so blended in. But this bird does his nest on the ground like this. It's really hard to see from higher up, and this is the bird that does a broken wing trick where if a predator comes near their desk, they'll fly close to it and then pretend like they have a broken wing in order to lure away the predators that won't get its eggs, get its nest. So it's pretty cute. And this is another one of those. Remember I asked you for those, Johnny, the ones I wanted to add to my book. And let's see, this month, 23, woot. Okay. And then we're into December now. Cedar waxwings, my husband spotted, and they were probably 2 houses away on some trees high up. I told Gene I want this tree. I don't care what we have to do because the cedar waxwings come. And it's a poor picture, but it's because it was so far away, even with our zoom lens. And so I love those cedar waxwings. And see, this is a picture. I'm going to glue in here or figure it out. So like these are all cedar waxwings all here. So I could see in the camera if I zoom it up, I can see on my iPad, but it's hard to print it out for it to look good. So, and I did the Peliated Woodpecker. I so want to see one of these, and they are. I stole this picture. Look, fun thing when I was researching them, they will drill these holes into the telephone poles, and what did it say? They'll drill them in. Let's see, I have it written down somewhere. 2 feet deep by 8 inches wide. That's the hole they will do in a telephone pole or a tree. And because that will often snap the pole in half because they've, compromised it. But they're America's biggest woodpecker, and I would really like to see them someday. They are in California and different places. And some people claim they've seen them around here, but I have not seen one. And so we're up to date. So Johnny, this is my little thing. I got to finish filling these out. For next year's book, this was some comments I had. I already sent you all that. And then look at this guy. Look at this. I turned it into a painting. It's one of those northern flickers. Oh, I love those birds. Anyway, so this was my book for this year. And Johnny, I'm going to link you in the subscription and beg people to subscribe to you so you can get to 2,000. I want to thank you for... You really give me pleasure with these journals, and don't worry about next year's. I can always get caught up. Love you guys. Bye.